and neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. If I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games weren't meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Actually, that's a complete lie. I hate being alone. I am a complete extrovert. I hate being alone, and I mentally can't handle it. So, opposite. Well, it's time for... The only thing he knows about me is a lie. It's time for me to leave. Is this a horror game? Should I be concerned? Oh, we're not lagging. We're good? Nice. YouTube intro. What is up, YouTube? We're playing Stanley Parable today. I tried playing this once before. We could not even get past the opening screen because my model was lagging so hard. But I had a really great friend who helped take 2 hours of their time to fix the issue. And now, no lagging. Look, floppy ears. We're totally fine. So, we're jumping into some Stanley Parable today. I've never played the game before. I bought Ultra Deluxe because I was told it's basically the same thing. Extra features though. But I haven't even played the original. So, yep, that's about it. Let's get it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Okay, simple.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Good.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Well, that's nice.
And Stanley was happy.
I'm glad you're happy, Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, no!
Something that would forever change Stanley.
No!
Something he would never quite forget.
Well, we like being happy.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor.
Oh, we
for
love
him to
pushing
follow.
buttons.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
No hellos?
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right. Is he gonna get up? Is he good? Is it me now? What if I just sit here? What if I just sit here? Wait, just... Are they gonna force me out of the chair? Anyways, so, big thing, chat, okay? One super, super big thing. Don't be cringe. Don't be cringe, got it? If you try to tell me what to do or backseat game me so I can get a specific thing that you want me to get, I'm permabanning you, okay? Should I just dungeon you guys? Do you guys want to just be put in the dungeon? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we got trust issues in this chat. Let's dungeon it. There we go. Dungeon! Alright, let's do it. Oh shit, my sensitivity's high. Flick, flick, flick! Alright, should I turn my sensitivity? Oh, my sensitivity needs to go down. That's gonna be terrible to watch. Camera sensitivity. Let's turn it down. Let's try that. Oh, that's much better. Cool. Can I take anything? Do I have a looting button? What does it say? I hate Mondays. But I like my job. Why would I hate Mondays? I mean, existence is pain, so I kind of hate every day. Can I open these doors? You can't.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't want to go to the meeting room. I want to steal their mugs. Oh, everyone hates Mondays here. Oh, the computer's on.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace
Number
of
one
his
dad.
co-workers.
Oh. What does it say on the pooter, though? There's a loading bar, but it's stuck. This person's the number one dad. That's nice. Kind of weird that the coffee is kind of filled, though, huh? They're all just gone? Did I push the buttons on this?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Nor did it advance the story, bro. Who farted? Who farted, chat? You're stinky. Who farted? You're stinky. Wash your ass. Disgusting. Okay. Oh. Okay. It sounds like you're clicking a mouse. But it's a painting. It's funny. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Oh, he doesn't say anything for that? Okay, my bad. Ooh. Whee! I'm having fun. Let me have this. 420! Nope. I thought I could hotbox the room. That would be kind of cool. What time is it? It's not my real time in real life. I thought it would be. I was gonna get excited for that. I'm gonna keep doing this. Oh. That's eerie. That reminds me of like Superliminal or whatever the game I played before.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered
forgot
the
about the
door on his
narrator.
left.
I forgot about the narrator. He went to the door on his left. I'm gonna go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Is this the employee lounge? Oh, this is the employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Coffee nut. Y'all want some nut in your coffee? Fuel.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yeah.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth
paintings. I'm sorry. This is
At
my
this
gaming
point,
experience.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Shit.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I like the painting. I'm gonna go look back at it again. I like that. That's a nice painting. Those chairs look awfully comfy, though. God. Good comfy chairs. Just underrated.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
What's an amazing
and took
room?
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No, I keep being a menace. I keep being a menace. What the
Stanley
fuck?
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Where am I? Okay. This isn't a horror game, right? I'm kind of freaked out. I don't have a key card. Alright. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion because of death. Penalty for misuse. Cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Oh my god! Will it charge me actual money?
Look, Stanley, I think
I'm gonna jump. 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 Yeah!
his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. I am very powerful.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I go back. Well. This makes me happy.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Did they take $5,000 from me, though? That's the real question.
He wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Question. If Stanley jumps and dies and comes back, does anyone notice? Because all the other employees are gone. So I don't think anyone notices.
Wow. Yes. This room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Back we go.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, this time I won't jump off. This
Look,
time we're
Stanley,
actually just going.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Oh?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who have I neglected?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her? Who did
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Damn, did I lose
She's
a
been
love?
waiting.
Oh, shit. I gotta get me a fine shoddy. Ooh, I don't like the way the doors close behind me. Oh, that's creepy. Horror movie. Oh, Jesus.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
I thought this wasn't a
reach
horror
out to
game.
her. If you can truly place your faith
Oh my
in
god.
another, then pick up the phone.
What?
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
This game can't hurt my feelings. This game can't hurt my feelings. This game can't hurt my feelings. Alicia, you're engaged in real life. It's fine. You are loved. I'm not going in there.
Sorry,
Oh,
but
Jesus!
you're in my story now.
Oh, God. Was this a horror game? Because I'm getting jump scared.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
That's okay. I like pushing
Look at
buttons.
him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Yeah.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Oh, I'll eat some
Now
lunch.
he's going home. Now
Oh,
he's
never
coming
mind.
back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What if I press a different button? Oh, I have to press X.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures.
Yeah.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder
got
that
Kiss
none of it
Impossible
would
titties,
ever
bitch.
happen to him.
Huh?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Oh, shit.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Okay, so we're just We're just delusional. Also, spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I gotta prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Did I just get the lore route? Did I really just choose the most boring route in the game? What the fuck happened? How did this happen to us?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
No, this actually got me
Surely
fucked
there's an
up.
answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press F to tell your wife you love her.
But there is
I love
no
you.
answer. How could there possibly be? In
Oh.
reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Oh.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I won't press it. My urge to press the button is very high right now. I gotta be super honest with you. I enjoy pushing buttons. This is very difficult for me. My willpower is very weak. Hold on. Stay strong. I'm pushing P. Shit, shawty, I'm a dealer.
You see?
Yeah.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press I to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Okay.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
Please
And I tried
die.
again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh! This motherfucker just killed me! I guess I got one of the endings. Chat.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I got one of the endings.
mean?
That was one of
Stanley
the endings.
decided to go to the
Okay.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the shit? Let me in. Nope.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business,
Bro.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Hello.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Painting. Booga booga. Oh. Oh my god, buttons. Buttons, 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 buttons. Oh god, where are we going?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, From here, it's, Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay, that was creepy.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Okay, I'll hold on.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
Yes.
This story is absolutely, definitely
Oh,
this
fucking...
way.
This is clearly not a horror game, but my brain thinks it is. I can't help it. This is who I... Truck-kun! Isekai me! Truck-kun! Kapui! Truck-kun! I want to be an anime. Okay. Baby, are you down?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding?
427.
It's all rubbish
427.
now. The whole
There I am.
story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
No, I wanted to go there. I wanted to go
All
there.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
That
room.
was so
Perhaps he
cool.
had simply missed a memo.
And there's like 3 platforms at the bottom of it too, so clearly there's like control panels and shit.
When Stanley... Wait.
Wait.
What?
What happened?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game
I was
over,
supposed to be
completely
walking through
fresh.
2 doors?
Everything should be...
Uh,
Oh, did something change?
I don't...
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Hello, Story. Story? Are you in here? Hello? Story-kun. This feels like I just... Alright.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We restarted. Okay. Yep.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Okay.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This motherfucker talks so much, I sometimes feel bad because I don't want to talk over him. Normally I'm chattier, but like, he's interesting. Oh, we got problems. Hey, yo, narrator, we got problems. There's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
It's worse.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I'm gonna be real with you. That sounds a little racially motivated. Go back where you came from, Stanley. Like, damn, bitch. Like, I don't know how I feel about that one, dog, but aight. Back we go.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and
Okay.
retrace our steps.
Retrace our steps. Okay, this is progressively getting worse. This is, oh hell no. Not today. Ooh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Woo!
Congratulations!
I won!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Yay!
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
I like winning.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. That is not the way we've gone before. I just want to check the other place.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Just checking. Can you open any of these things? I was wondering if it changed because the game changed now. You know. Alright, just checking. Can I open any of y'all? Alright, just checking. Alright. You good? Oh, okay. Alright. Solitaire! Okay, well, because I can't play solitaire. Okay. Just gonna check these. Alright. Oh! Parkour! Parkour! No. Okay.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
It is!
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Well, here.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence.
I don't like that he's not giving me a chance to talk in this. He's
now,
just
if
talking
my
at me.
experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Okay,
You know
if we're
what?
going to talk
I
about
think
plot
what we
devices and
need right now
existentialism,
is a
I
bit
feel like
of
I should have been a
music
part
to
of this
lighten the
conversation.
mood.
I do not like this. Whoa! I wanted to be a part of the dialogue, but now he's this music gives me anxiety. Is anyone else anxious? I'm just stuck going down the... Just checking. This music gives me anxiety, bro. I don't... Y'all good? Alright.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yep.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Oh my god.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
Bro.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
Bro.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Oh, you fucking think? It's cool because we haven't actually been able to go to this room before, so I think that's one bonus. But like, there's nothing to do in this room, so it's like, okay, well. Oh shit!
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Yeah!
Restart.
Oh, come on!
You know what, Stanley?
Dickhead!
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Okay.
Something exciting.
With blackjack and
very
hookers.
Mysterious. Ooh,
Yeah.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Is there blackjack and hookers in this direction?
Now, yes,
I'm trying to
this
do
is
cocaine off
exciting.
a stripper's
Just
belly.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Hookers. I've said this very clearly. I am not blanking here. I'm telling you specifically what I want.
No, not you again.
Oh,
Stanley,
no.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It was trademarked?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Okay.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has
Opposite
to lead
direction.
somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in
Whee!
turn means that our destination
Whee!
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the
I'm a
right,
child.
let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Alright, let's try it again. Confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
What?
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
I die?
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Oh my
So now,
god.
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't
Okay,
do
good.
it.
Don't do it.
Do it. I won't.
Good, don't do it. We'll sit here. I'm stubborn too.
And the timer stopped. Does that mean did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Oh shit.
The whatever it is that made this schedule. How would we even know?
Oh, that looks...
Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't like it.
So, okay.
I don't like this.
I guess now we just wait.
I'm gonna keep my back
I
in the
suppose
corner.
in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Oh,
Well, in the meantime, if you...
They cut him off! Well, we got the confusion ending. Yay! We got 2 endings.
All of his co-workers
So 2 or
were
3
gone.
endings. Oh, we got 3
What
technically.
Could it mean?
Like I died one
Stanley
of them.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What'd you, buddy? I'm gonna go on the left this time. Oh, Jesus.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, they got an office party coming up. Get me in. Alright, okay. Oh, those, I don't know what, like, projections those are, but that is not good. That looks like the crypto space, bruh. That's crazy. You know when the economic bubble popped? And then that shit happened? Everything straight nosedived? That's what that was. Oh. We love market instability. W. Oh. I shake my ass. Oh. Oh, I can go in here. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's a mop bucket, though, and a broom. In the broom closet, I wouldn't call that nothing. These are items.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
But
No reason to still be here.
But you're still talking. So clearly there is, right? Like some sort of secret?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
But you're still narrating me, so clearly there's more shit going on in here, huh? Right?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
I don't know, you're still talking
Please
to
offer
me.
me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Well, I don't like to interrupt you, and you like to talk a lot, so I'm just giving you the option to keep talking if you want to keep talking. You know, I'm just trying to be a good person.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the
I just like
story
opening doors.
whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I've literally been trying to open every door, so it's not even. I'm just weird. I'm sorry.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Oh my god.
Stanley was fat
I'm gonna
and
say
ugly
that.
and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Oh my god, he's...
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my god, I am addicted to drugs and hookers. How do you know? Wait, does he hear me? Is this game voice active? How does he know that?
Well, I've come to
No,
a very
that's
definite
actually...
conclusion
What the
about
fuck? How do you
what's
know
going
that?
on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave.
I literally
because
made
there's
that reference.
nothing
Is there
here
like a thing in
when
the
a
game that
physical
like...
melody of some sort shut down your central nervous system, and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Joke's on you, I'm alone.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
No one's nearby, I'm alone.
The person at this computer is dead.
Doesn't matter, no one cares.
Prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics.
At least someone can keep gaming. Yeah, if I die, someone gotta keep gaming for me. W.
In video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Is he done roasting me now? He insulted me way too much during that. That was wild. Like, why do you keep going? Like, do y'all feel mad disrespected, low-key? Low-key, I'm mad disrespected. By the way, I'm gonna tell everybody I got the broom closet ended for real. I'm gonna just stay here. Hold on. I'm kind of motivated. I want to see if he'll do anything if you just kind of like pretend you're AFK. So I'll just keep chilling for a bit. Anyways. So what's up, chat? I know you guys are in emote only. I have to turn you guys to emote only just in case, because, you know, sometimes there's going to be one or two people who try to backseat game or spoil, you know? They'll be like, oh my god, it's my favorite part. I love the broom closet. Oh my god. When it's coming up, it's shit like that. You gotta make sure no one does that, so that's why. If I close myself in. Nice. Nice. This is my broom closet. It's like me in high school. I'm still in the closet, baby. Let's go. So, nice weather we got today, huh? Where I am, it was snowing a bit. That's nice. It'd be nice if it was a snowy Quibma next month. Quibma. I thought I would be talking more during the game, but I guess he really takes the lead on it, huh? What if I just leave this entire VOD? Like, you need like the entire gameplay? Instead of editing it like we normally do for gameplay videos, what if I just, like, leave it as it is? Do you think people would like that? How would people feel about me sitting inside of a broom closet staring at a mop bucket? just existing. Okay, but for real, though, that thing where he talked about doing drugs and hookers was insane. Like, can we talk about that? What? How do you know? How do you know, though? That was, like... Was anyone else creeped out by that? Like, how come the narrator knew? That like, that's such a weird thing to say. It's like, I don't like that he knows what I'm into. Alright, we're coming out. I eat pussy!
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
And also suck my fiance's yak. I do both. I had a crazy comment I read today on one of my videos. They're like, I like this VTuber. She has masculine energy. The fuck does that mean? Like, I don't know what that means. I guess I have big daddy energy. Like, what up? I don't know. I always tell you guys I'll be the father you deserve, but, like, that's crazy.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Baby, are you down, 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 down,
But
down?
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
that declare from initial
admitting he had
D?
left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred
Crazy?
to Stanley.
I was crazy
Maybe,
once.
he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh,
Why
shit!
did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
No, I don't
Stanley
like
said to
that.
himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
On the
He
back of
just
his
hadn't
lungs,
found
and...
the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
I'm dreaming! This is all a
What
dream!
a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to
Crazy?
himself,
I was crazy
suppose
once.
I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh,
Then
fuck
he
yeah.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very
This
odd,
motherfucker
I
doesn't
wondered
shut
if
up.
this
I
voice
can't even get a
spoke to
word
all
in.
people in their dreams.
Like, he
The
talks
truth was
so
that, of
much
course,
that I can't talk.
This was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Okay.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was
gonna
in
stand here
control,
one spot.
that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
Okay.
the press of the mattress on his back,
Back.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Oh, yikes, but we never had a wife.
My life is normal.
Oh,
I am normal. Everything will be fine.
yikes.
I am okay.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. That got me. I don't like that one. I don't like him saying I'm okay because
Stanley
I do that
began
before I go
screaming.
live on stream.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, cool. I would feel more anxiety from these moments, but
is
this
the
guy doesn't shut the
story of
fuck
a
up.
woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular
killed
day,
myself?
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking
What?
and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What?
Although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Oh.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Yeah, but he's narrating for you
Then
now.
she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career.
Yeah, but now he's narrating
and by
you.
extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Did I really get the suicide ending? Bro, the endings I'm getting are so depressing. This game is just making me sad. What the hell? I haven't gotten a happy ending yet.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
I was mistaken. I go check. Orbers.
No, the orders were still missing. For
Okay.
now.
I don't like the sound that makes. That's creepy. Well,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
did this fully reset? Like, I don't... This seems normal as hell now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let a ball up inside you, take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers, or resent coworkers for not supporting you. Use these slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure the slide has a slick blue graphic as the header. Throw some bevel? Oh shit. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Number of slides on this slide. Charts, slides, charts, and slides. Okay.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I'm back in my closet. Here's my closet. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here. This is my home. This is my home. This is where I belong. I refuse to move. Fuck your plot points. Also, I will read all notifications after this recording is done, because we're recording for YouTube right now. Alright, chat, do we keep staying in here and being defiant, or do we get out? What do we do? Because I got the tenacity. I'll sit here all day. I'm getting a lot of cozy emotes. We stay. Alright, tell me about your dreams, your fears, your ambitions. But using emotes only, because I do not let you guys speak. The fear of backseat gamers is too strong. You know what? My throat did that gurgle thing. You ever drink something, and then your throat goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know that feeling? You know what I'm talking about? I had one of those just happen. And I'm like, what's happening in there? Like, what's happening? Are you good? Why am I throat? Has it ever happened to you guys? Maybe it's a thing for people who talk too much. Because, like, when you're someone who talks a lot, you have to, like, drink water all the time, constantly. And, like, weird throat sounds just be happening for real. I didn't tell you guys what I did today. Normally I start the stream with telling you guys what I did in the day. So, this morning, I got up and I spent time with Doggo. Then I worked on thumbnails. And then I worked on video settings. And then I recorded one episode of My Hero Academia reaction. I haven't posted on Patreon yet. I still gotta do that. And then I took meds and took a nap with Doggo. And then I took a shower. And then I took a nap again. And then I started to work on thumbnails again and video settings. And then my sister came to visit me. And we went for a drive and we picked up hot chocolate. And that was my day. And now I'm streaming. Wow, Aliciaxdeath channel's doing really well. It's probably going to hit 100K this year, which is going to be insane. I only started that channel in February, was when I launched it. I've been enjoying starting each stream playing a video game, then reacting. And that's something I'm going to keep kind of doing. Because, I don't know, gameplay videos are fun. And trying different things. I like games that are like one-shot or two-shot videos. Those are fun. Games that are super long, I feel like I always kind of get, I get kind of bored or lethargic during it. But when the games are kind of shorter, I find that I usually complete them more often. I have a big issue with completing games. I don't even think it's because of my zoomer attention span. I think genuinely, like the reason why I don't complete games is because I get really depressed. And then I feel overwhelmed by the fact that I didn't complete something, so I just choose not to finish it. Because I'm like, what if I'm not like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like as a content creator, when you like go to complete something, it's the finale of something. You always have like this pressure of being super upbeat. And sometimes like you just don't feel that way. And it's like a 50-50 of what you're gonna get. And I know there's definitely times where like I don't ever like over exaggerate shit, to be honest. I kind of just do what I feel like. Which is why some people are like, I can't believe Alicia didn't react to blah 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 at all. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm not gonna fake being like Pug champion when I don't feel like it. I'll do it when I feel like it though. But sometimes that's what kind of makes me like hold back from continuing certain games. You know? It's like I'm worried about, like, yeah, like the mental state you gotta go into it. I guess that kind of applies to everybody, though, even outside of content creation, right? Like, there's a lot of things in life that we do that when we're in a better mental state that we just have so much more fun or enjoy doing a lot more. And it shapes the experience that we have towards it. Like, think about, like, some of your favorite games or favorite experiences you just had in life in general. And compare that to other experiences that should have been amazing, but your headspace was negative. And it's not like you can just flip a switch and turn it off. Like, it just kind of is what it is. I try not to, like, put that much, like, too much pressure on myself for when it comes to that. But, you know, at the end of the day, even if people are very encouraging about it, being like, no, just do what you normally do. Doesn't matter if, like, you feel like your quality is the same or not. But for me, I have a lot of pride in what I do. And though it's reaction content, like, and gameplay stuff, I don't know. I take a lot of pride in the content that I create. So when I don't feel like it's a reflection of how I really feel, that, like, hurts my self-esteem. Because I'm like, oh, I know me on a good day would have, like, loved that part. But me on a bad day doesn't love that part as much. And that sucks. This broom closet is filled with feelings. This broom closet... Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a lot more nods than comfies. The comfies are trying to fight back now, though. It's okay. We'll come back to the closet again. Don't worry. We'll come back.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he
Oh,
was crazy.
yikes. We already did this
And
path.
then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence
well,
in a single
guess we're just sitting
moment
here.
for no reason at all. None of it made any logical
I
sense.
thought once you went down a path, you
And as
couldn't repeat
Stanley
it.
pondered this,
I thought
he
it would
began to
change
make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever
Yep, we're
he
just
went?
stuck now.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
We already
No,
did this
Stanley
path.
said to himself,
And they
"This is
didn't change
all
it,
too
so now we're just
strange.
sitting
This
here."
can't be real. And at last,
God
he
damn
came
it.
to the conclusion
We should have stayed in
that
the
had been
fucking
on the tip
closet.
of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I thought it was gonna
"I'm
change.
dreaming!" he yelled.
It's not.
"This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Can you fast
I'll have
forward
to
through
go
the dialogue?
back to my boring real life job
God
pushing
damn it.
buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Oh my god, we're suffering.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Do I just hit begin the game again? Like, what do I do? Because, like, I don't want to go through this route again. It won't completely wipe the game, right? Oh, thank God.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No! No! Look what they've done to us! Fuck this game, I'm uninstalling! I want a refund! You bastards! I'll never forgive you.
Coming to a staircase,
I'll never forget.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That is... Oh, bathroom. Oh. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay, give me money, chat. Give me money. Give me money. Give. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money crisp. Give. Money. Thanks a lot. No, hell no. Do y'all think I'm just too honest sometimes? Do you guys? I don't know, man. Oh, hell no. I'm not gonna tell you to not donate, but hey, if you want to, W. But holy shit, do I feel kind of guilty.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Okay.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Oh, what's those? Those pizza boxes? What are these boxes? This is now my life. Studying light fixtures. That's creepy. That's creepy too. Hello! Oh, do we get to go to that cool ass place? I hope we get to go to that cool ass place with all the monitors and screens and stuff. Because before we're on the ceiling part of that, like the upper part?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
The luxury of not having a morally
Stanley walked
questionable
straight
job.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But escape! Escape! Escape!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Violent death!
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Ooh, a stripper pole! They got me done right here. Hold up. Shaking ass for cash. Shaking ass for cash. Damn. Oh shit, bitch. Ooh, shake that ass for cash. Break it down now. My butt cheeks gotta grip the pole. Hold up. Okay, we're good.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Die, die, we all pass away. Whee! What the fuck? Hey, I'm not dead. Hey, I'm not dead. Hey. Hey, what is
As the
that?
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Oh, shit!
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Oh!
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye. Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Oh! Oh!
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Holy shit, that's cool. Kill the narrator, I guess.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, fair. Also, a lot of these paintings we saw throughout the game, that's pretty cool. That one was in the break room. Stanley's computer. Oh, that's so... Oh, it's a layout too? The two door... Oh, snap! Oh, that's so cute! I didn't get a lot of those sounds yet. Filing cabinets, nice. Just trying to save electricity here. We got a lot of lights on, you know. All right. Just gonna show you guys the credits real quick. Very important. Good. Alright. Gotta appreciate game devs. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Oh, this is actually really cool. They're like walking you through their development process, showing different models and shit. That's actually really cute. Oh, this is dope. Oh, what's over here? Warzone. Early development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage a war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Oh. That would have been fucking sick, though. That would have been so cool. I don't know. Feels like a fine joke. Oh! Oh, these are people's, like, comments. Narrator emails. Oh. After the second trailer, right? Because this is supposed to be the deluxe version. Oh, that's cool. So this must be, like, a new thing they added to the deluxe version. Alright, well, I haven't played the original, so, you know, this is all new to me in general. Oh. Oh. That's creepy. Oh. It's very interesting. Meeting room. Obey, disobey. Oh, I love that. The different paths? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, logic and reasoning that they have to go through when making everything. Oh, it's so cool. Game is now paused. Begin game again. Resume game. Options. Return menu. Oh, cool. There's the menu. Wow.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Me and the narrator?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Okay.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Should I do that? Should I do that? Should I listen to her? I don't know what I don't know if that was the right decision.
This is the... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, speedrun! Maybe the broom closet's back!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Broom closet. Broom closet,
Yet
I'm
there
coming.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Damn
of
you!
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
But I do have anxiety. Let me in. Dickhead. Fuck this guy.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Passageway. Passageway hype! Let's go! Passageway hype!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm going to the mind control facility! That was creepy.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Yeah!
screens.
Because I was up there
What horrible
before.
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's go!
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Yeah.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this
Oh,
time?
Jesus, it's me. I'm
was
the
this
one
the only reason he was happy with his
Oh,
boring
no,
job?
I'm controlling
That his
him.
emotions
I'm
had
the
been
problem.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm the mind
No.
control. I'm the mind
He
control.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I hate to break it to you,
Here
champ.
was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Yep.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Thank God this is not a horror game, bruh. If it was, I would have freaked out. On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls.
Yeah, I
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Oh?
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
Oh?
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
Oh, shit.
nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Oh, the entire
How
complex.
long
I'm
until
fucked either way.
detonation, then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh,
it's
shit.
your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what
Damn it, I thought I
precious
could, like,
moments
leave.
each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
No!
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes
That's a
when
3.
I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I
Fuck.
have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
I don't know where 4
My
is.
goodness, only 34 seconds
I'm
left.
so fucked.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it on? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
5?
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
Okay, that did
But
not
here's
work.
a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
It's your
You wanted
tragedy.
to control this world.
Oh, I thought it was gonna work. I really thought it was gonna
But
work.
I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
I tried to hit the off button thinking it would work.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's
I
30
tried. I
seconds
thought
you
it was
have
gonna be cool in
left.
an anime moment.
30 seconds
That was gonna
until
be cool
a big
anime
boom.
moment. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't.
No
It wasn't.
ending. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh. That was so cool. That was so cool.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days?
He gave me trust
Centuries?
issues. This
Did
narrator
something
gave me
crucial
trust issues,
happen
bro.
while my senses were turned?
New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What up with this, shawty? In love with my body, say, get into it, yeah. Oh. Jump. Oh, can't. Okay, forgot.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
I didn't know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles
Nice.
and home computers.
Good for them.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
Boy.
delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
New content.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay, just checking.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet,
Hey, I got
but I'm
faith.
sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
This is a very snazzy elevator.
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Should we be moving somewhere? Or, oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
All
Yep,
right,
all right,
finally,
yeah.
at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Okay. So, you like jazz?
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Give me the content, Stanley.
All right. All right, let's see. It's The jump circle?
Oh my god, a jump feature! You can't jump outside of the circle. We have a jump feature! But only in this circle! I'm still gonna enjoy it though. That's right. Jump in, jump in, jump in, jump. Jump in, jump in, jump in, jump. That's all my jumps. Alright. Good content. Worth the money. Good content.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
It is.
If
I love
this is
jumping.
New content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box.
One,
The
two,
Stanley
three,
Parable
4.
Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
What is it? Thank you for enjoying the
That's
new
it?
content!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them
Oh
personally
no.
accountable.
Don't be that Twitter guy,
It's my
bruh.
fault, Stanley.
You're not that
I
guy,
built up
narrator.
too
You're
much
not that
anticipation
guy.
around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh shit. Okay. This changed. This changed. That was the old hallway. This changed. It's different.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here!
We're venting.
In the vent!
Oh
I want to show you something!
It's an Amogus Waffles. Coffee night.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh shit. This okay, now we're getting into the actual okay, shit. Alright. Wait, this is
I
so
call
cute.
it the Memory Zone.
Memory Zone.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
This is gorgeous. What the hell? I love this.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I'm sorry, I love this so much because, like, you know, 100% there's a lot of people when they probably re-released it that would shit on it. They were like, it's just the same game, blah, 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 because they didn't actually dedicate the time to go for the new paths and to, like, go activate the new DLC content, right? So they're gonna just complain and be shitty about it. So, like, it's just breaking the fourth wall of that, calling it out, and, like, mocking those people, which is really great. Smile because it happened. A trip down memory lane. Stanley Parable. Money. Gib. Gib money. Gib. Every time. Every time. Unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow, they did really well. Wow, they got a... Jesus, this game got a lot of like, nominations and publicity. Wow, that's actually really awesome. Oh my god, these environments are so amazing
where I
too.
keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley?
Damn, the
Every
dick eating is
game
crazy.
Ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing
They
the
dick riding us
original
for real.
Stanley Parable
What's up?
was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
God. I love this. This is so pretty. Oh. Memory zone maintenance. Okay. Person of the year. I'm assuming that's the creator of it. Oh, that's so cool. Huh? Oh, sorry, I forgot. The door closed behind me, eh?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Oh, GameSpot.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games,
Yep.
and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I
Oh, it
wouldn't
isn't
give
open.
to go
Nice.
back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down
Reviews.
here?
Oh, it's the bad
Oh,
reviews.
no.
Look,
God, no.
Steam.
Stanley, it's a
There's Steam
collection
on the
of reviews
containers,
from
and then
Steam,
oh no.
the online video game distributor.
Oh, we're fucked.
I haven't looked at these in years.
Oh, we're
I
fucked.
can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh my god.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well.
They're gonna
weren't
say
they?
slurs. Oh god.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny,
Aw.
with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Oh my god.
Trying to be funny.
Oh,
I'm trying
shit.
to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Poor guy. Let me vault. No, okay, just checking. Oh, there's blurry. Okay. Unfunny. Honestly, I feel the exact same level. You know when you get those shitty YouTube comments that are like, "This bitch is annoying," you know? And I'm like, yeah, but you watched 3 of my videos in a row, right? They'll like you'll see their comments in like 30-minute intervals on different videos, and I'm like, you've been watching me for an hour and a half. I'm not holding you hostage. Bro, stop watching. Why are you binging my content? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, the same thing happens for this, where they, like, hate play the game. They're, like, 2.9 hours into the game. And they're still like, yeah, it fucking blows, bro. Then why did you stop playing sooner? Why did you play for almost 3 hours? Why? That doesn't make sense. If you really found, like, if your issue was the gameplay, then sure, maybe you wanted to keep playing it for more than 2 hours. But your issue was the narrator. That's one of the main parts of the game. That's just, don't play it. Get the refund under 2 hours.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe
Lexi.
it wasn't. Dear.
My dog's underneath my
What
desk.
an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like
You're
a
wet,
failure.
honey.
Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
What's this one? Oh, that'd be like a review or something. My poor dogs. She's a dog singular. Sorry. My poor dog. She it's snowing outside, so she's just wet from the snow. So she's like rubbing up against my legs, trying to dry herself off. Honey, no. Now I have to go get changed too.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
Oh,
I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
oh Jesus.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Okay.
That's my motto today.
Okay.
And it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I understand. The way I'm relating to this right now is so intense. Like when someone's like, I'm just trying to give you criticisms about how blah 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 works, okay? Take my feedback, okay? I'm trying to help you improve. Shut the fuck up. Sincerely. Listen, I love to improve as a person each and every day. I try my best to. I try to be open and communicative. I try to my best, and sometimes I fail at that, and that's okay. But motherfucker, it ain't that deep. I'm not out here trying to optimize my content based on people's likes and dislikes. I just kind of am myself, you know? I don't really change myself for the content. I just am, you know? You just kind of get me as I am. And unfortunately, if you don't like that, then, you know, you just don't have to watch. And that's fine too. Listen, there's content creators that are really popular that I don't like. And there's small content creators that I don't like. But does it mean that I go, bitch, you need a change? No! I just go, oh, that's not for me, dog. I'll move on to the next one. It's not that deep. You know? I felt this. And then it's like, and then sometimes you'll see it enough that your brain starts to think, like, maybe I should change that. Oh, and it becomes an insecurity that kind of eats at you, and you wonder, oh no, is that actually something I should change? And you try to reflect on it because you're like, oh no, would that really improve my content? Is that a problem with me? Oh God, is that something I should actually change? Is that genuine criticism? And then you start to really think about it. And then you're like, if it alters your personality, no. If it makes it so that you fake your reaction or act differently than you normally would, the answer is no. And that's the staple of it. If you can't be yourself, then you did it wrong. And if you can't be proud of the game you made, then fuck everybody else. Because you already made your money.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
I'll
It's
let
what
you
the
talk.
players have been
I'll let you
asking
spit.
for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. no more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
That's right.
And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going
Nope,
to get.
don't be silent.
Don't
I got
sit
you.
around
I'll
waiting
stay
for me
here.
to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut
Nope.
up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue.
No, I'll support
and
you,
it goes
bestie.
something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah.
I ain't
We've
skipping.
eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, no, until 245. That the logic
Real
of
recognize
elimination
real.
working
I'm
backwards,
supporting
the
him.
deduction therefore
I bet they're
becomes
too much
impossible
shit.
to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago?
He's really
which is
saying
why
nonsense.
I say... The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah,
Oh, now
blah,
he's
blah,
repeating
blah,
himself.
blah, blah, blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years.
I'll let him
until
repeat two
just
more times.
Yesterday, here and there, forward and back.
I
and
wish I
never a
could- I
moment
wish I
before
could
lunchtime.
dedicate to him.
Can't be.
But they're repeating
It's
the dialogue.
only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so,
Now you see.
blah, 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 blah,
Rah,
blah,
rah, rah, rah.
blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, no, until
Till 245.
That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes
Possible
impossible
to manufacture.
It went on for nearly 10,000 years.
Until just yesterday.
Here and there, forward and back, and never a moment
Before
before
lunchtime.
It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... The
story and the choices, you,
or what
which
have
of you,
and
therefore
therefore, by becoming it
becoming
is,
was it.
so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of
time.
time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly
I want you to know
10,000 years, until just
that I
yesterday,
support this
here
man.
and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is.
Alright,
so
I'll
on
let it
and
play
so
one more
forth,
time
until
through, and then we'll hit skip.
inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... Oh, you're back, you
Hi.
see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
I listened to the
and
whole
lengthy
thing.
ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
I don't think it's a manifesto.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
And that's accurate.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, Then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've
That's
ever made,
ill-conceived, because
in
the
fact,
choice of
make
no
you
choice would actually be a
more
choice in and of
not this
itself,
kind of person, and in
which
fact
makes it
do the very
convoluted.
opposite. You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards Manifesto.
Exactly, it's not Manifesto.
But now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that Manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel. It is rich with
I
ambition
love
and history.
mouthfeel.
Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to Manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look. I have a method for exactly this sort of situation.
All right.
And I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor.
Got it.
It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley.
Okay.
It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations.
Got it.
All right, here we go. Treatise, Manifesto. 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 Treatise, Manifesto.
Do you think he'll actually get tired of saying one of them? Because I kind of want to see what happens.
Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto.
I think I just have a really high tolerance. I just didn't really notice that till now.
Treatise, Manifesto.
Because I'm not annoyed at all.
Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto.
Is that?
Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto.
I think it would be a great mom.
Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise.
My irritability factor is very low.
Treatise, Manifesto. 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 Treatise, Manifesto.
Hey, it changed.
Treatise, Manifesto. 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 Treatise, Manifesto.
I think he's getting tired of saying manifesto,
Treatise,
right?
Manifesto. Treatise.
Alright, not if you want me to
Treatise,
skip.
Manifesto.
Comfy if you want me to stay.
Treatise, Manifesto.
You know the vibes.
Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto.
Oh, we are very...
Treatise,
wow, there's a lot more
Manifesto.
comfies than I expected.
Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise.
Alright, we gotta believe.
Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto.
Homie, if you're one person spamming it over and over again,
Manifesto.
that's not how that
Treatise,
works.
Manifesto.
I'm gonna call you out,
Treatise,
Astral.
Manifesto.
You're just trying to make it look like there's a lot more nods, but there isn't.
Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto.
I'll be watching.
Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise, Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. You guys see the text blink there?
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise.
Did you almost notice the text blink there?
Treatise. Manifesto.
That's why I stopped saying it. That was
Treatise. Manifesto. 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 Treatise.
all right.
Manifesto. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review,
I hope
or
they
at
edit
least change some of the wording, perhaps.
I hope
To
they
be
change their
honest,
Steam review.
I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and
Oh,
longer.
yes.
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Oh.
Unendurable by any
Let me
means. but
skip
it's-
days,
well,
then
there's really
years
only so
of my
much I can
life.
ramble on to
Let's be
myself.
rot.
I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do say... Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh shit.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to
The bulbs are
again.
going out.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak
It's
with.
okay.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right?
Narrator,
Me talking,
don't you remember?
you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly
Don't you remember
the
when he
same
tried to
as
blow me
always?
up?
Doesn't that feel like what we
Didn't you feel helpless in that situation?
situation?
He made me feel helpless in that situation.
It isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same
It's
at
my
all.
turn to make
It
you
isn't
feel
even
helpless.
Close.
My dog's jumping on my lap. Hi, baby.
Hello,
Hey,
it's
baby.
you.
Oh,
You're
good
here
head
again.
scratches.
Welcome.
Okay.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping
I've
track
thought of it
after a
too.
year. Have you ever
Mr.
sat down
Narrator,
in one
I
place
missed
and not
you.
moved for
Oh. How does it feel? Now I'm in control, Mr. Narrator. No longer are you the one with the clutches of my fate. The plants have withered, the lights are dead. The doors are gone. It's just you and me now. Well, hello there. Seems like we've fallen into the depths. Why not again?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said.
Oh my
First, he
God.
didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for
Every
a lack
negative
of cohesion in
comment on
one's assessment of others.
YouTube!
But of course, absolutely anyone can
I have a
leave a review. So here's what we get.
98.9%
We
like
get these
ratio.
demands
I
that
don't know
seek
why
everything
the
and
negative
are
comments get to me.
accountable nothing. We get a world
My
where
like
someone
ratio
will
is
say,
way too
"Oh,
high for me to
there
get
should
upset at
be a
it, but I
skip
still
button.
do.
You should
Okay.
be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this.
Yeah, like, bro, I felt it. I felt that. When he said that, he was spitting. I felt that. Do you know why, though? Do you know why it gets to you? Because people who have negative things to say, fucking keyboard warrior, they type way more than the people who enjoy something. When you enjoy something, especially when you're on YouTube, you just, like, hit the next video. Sometimes you leave a like, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're like, oh, that's a good video. Bang, go to your next one. You know? But likes are free. Just hit the like button if you like it, right? But then it's like, oh, leaving a comment. Well, I don't feel like leaving a comment. What do I even say? Ah, fuck it. I'll just go to the next video. But it's like, no. You must drown out the assholes. The assholes are so excited and enthralled to type. They feel like their voices must be heard. Yes, yes. The way that the keyboard clicking satiates their minds and then infiltrates my comment section. And then you feel like there's so much negativity brewing in the community. But you realize it's only maybe 20 dickheads out of the 100,000 I have. But do you let it get to you? Do you? Well, it's hard to think that way when there's only like 100 or 200 comments on a video, because that's the difference between like 20 and 10% of the comments. No longer can it not drown out anymore. Now it's actually just getting to you, and then you don't really know what's real and what's not. Actually, speaking of which, I had a crazy thing happen. So someone gave me a comment that was like that was like just like criticism, but it was like a little bit like kind of shitting on Coma when I did a collab video. And I was explaining to them, like, oh, this is the reason why I do collabs. It's because I have a really bad mental health, like, time. I talked about this very openly. Like, I've been, like, you know, I've been spiraling, right? And that's what's been happening. Recently got new meds, doing my best, going to therapy, all that stuff. So I just explained the whole situation. And then I had people reply back being like, I hate when content creators use mental health as a shield. What? I'm like, there's no allegation against me. I'm just explaining why I like to have my friends in my videos. If there's an allegation or something negative, maybe. But I was just explaining why I like having my friends in my videos. Then somebody else, I tweeted about this, somebody else goes, if you were really suicidal, then you wouldn't have beaten cancer. Bro. Bro. So I just deleted the main comment, so all the following ones would be deleted, right? I want you to know that the person who said if you wanted to commit suicide, then you would have chose not to beat cancer. That comment got 50 likes. There's 50 people out there in my community who thinks that. And that's like a very harrowing, scary thing to realize in my life. You know? That's a very real thing. So what I did was I deleted the main comment, so the subsequent ones were deleted. Even though the main comment itself wasn't that bad. It was like just someone who was like giving me the criticism about like, hey, I prefer your solo content more. I really like your content in general. I don't know why you're doing all these collab videos recently. I hope it doesn't continue. And I was explaining to them the reason why I'm doing these collab videos was because it makes me happy. It helps my mental health a lot. My friends really help me get out of my bed in days that it's like really stressful for me. And especially when you're switching up meds and trying to like balance out life, especially when you deal with like thoughts of, you know, ending it and stuff like that. I was just trying to like open up and just be communicative, because on streams I talk about that, but in videos I don't. So it's like, oh, I'll just and these motherfuckers came after me. Like, it was bizarre. And like, at the end of the day, we can all agree, like, people like that, like, their opinions really don't matter. Right? I'm not going to be here at like 3 a.m. being like, oh my god, that one commenter with no profile picture, they were right. Like, dude, it's not going to get to me that much. But in the moment when you see, like, especially when it's happening like live instantaneously to you, and then you see like people agreeing with it when it comes to like notions like that, it's a very dark moment in your community because you're like, wow, did I harbor that? What did I do for people to think that's acceptable to do around me? But also, like, fuck your view. I don't give a shit about your view. I don't give a fuck about your money. Listen, and I love money. I'll take any amount of money. I love money. I'm a big old sellout. But ain't no way I'm gonna deal with that when it comes to, like, this being disrespectful. So that's why even when it comes to sometimes I do ban some donators who go too far. I do ban people where it's necessary to do that. No amount of money gonna save you if you gonna be a dickhead. Just want to put that out there. So, I feel you, narrator. I feel you.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never. Do da ba dee da boo da 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 dee da boo da da ba dee da boo da you boo da do chicken ass. I am chicken ass. I like that they put these in between parts where you can actually like talk to your chat if you want to. That's kind of lit. Oh shit! We've been skipping a lot of time. We have been skipping copious amounts of time. Oh god, we've been hitting this button. Oh jeez, I didn't. Okay. Oh, okay. This is alarming. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, we be... Oh, a whole new world. And your point of view. Oh. They bomb our shit? Oh, there's like literally screaming and stuff going on there. Yeah, y'all got that. Listen, if this was a horror game, I'd be crying right now. But I know it's not, so I'm feel comforted. Bless up. No, that's actually creepy. No, I'm actually good without that. Hurry up! Hurry up! That's creepy. That went too far for me. Are we slanting? Am I finna die? On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Do 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 do. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. I mean, fuck it, I'll just keep going. I got nothing better to do. We're the best of friends. Assume the world will just keep turning our way. Oh shit. All of his co-workers were gone.
What?
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? New content. Ooh.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
The new content. Ooh, spicy.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be.
Okay.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Okay, man.
So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step
What
even
the
further.
fuck?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, shit!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Taste of the
This
sequel?
is what fans have truly been asking for.
Don't think any. Okay.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley
I kinda
Parable
like Ultra
2,
Deluxe, though.
now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term
They're back, 2
franchising
doors.
potential.
Okay. This is so... Bro. They're a little too quirky, bro. They're corny.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be. But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally
Nice.
spring up around them. It'll all work itself
No
out.
need for torso.
Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Oh, this way to the show floor. Can I scoot past there? No. Okay. Oh god, looks like a TED Talk. Oh god. Yes. Tell me about your life traumas and how it molded you into the person you are today. Yes, take my $150. I can watch people do that for free! For free! Do you got any vitamin subscriptions that you can also plug on your Instagram? Do you know how many of them do that? People who take those like TED Talks or TEDx Talks, and then they start instantly like they set up brand deals on their Instagram and social medias following that, so that way it's like the highest engagement they can get. Super smart.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new
Oh shit, merch? I'm too susceptible to merch, dude. I'm too susceptible. Office decoration, Stanley Parable, I almost said a resurrection bucket. Bro, what is wrong with me? I think it's because I died so many times. Is that fair? Is that fair? I was not gonna say reassurance. I was gonna say resurrection, dude. That's crazy. The button that says the name of the player that is
For the
playing the
Stanley
game.
Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first
Call me
addition to the
Stanley.
game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of
Jim.
this feature. Just play along. I promise
I can
you'll
bench
love it.
press
Okay, here we go.
320.
Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I had everything. I thought the gym would satisfy me. That seeing the physical results would make me feel better, make me feel whole. But it ascertained nothing. The more muscle I gained, the more body dysmorphia grew. I was never satisfied. I tried everything. They pushed me to the road of steroids. And even then, there was no satisfaction. My muscles bloated, especially in my torso. Being natty was what I wanted truly, but I couldn't go back. Now I lost everything. I maxed out her credit card just to get more. And now she left me too. I'm Jim.
Jim. Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Bro. This is why we can't put me into any role-playing game ever, bro. I'll actually get invested.
Jim. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I need personal validation. I'm a bean. Oh, God. This is the whole stream. I just realized. Wow. I didn't realize the game was
I
long.
could allow only people named Jim to play it. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Free new easy achievement here. I want the free easy achievement. Come here. Give me that. I can't believe it's that simple. Give me the fucking achievement. Alright, just double checking that. Free achievement. Pull the lever and receive your achievement. No more steps. Oh, nice!
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stan.
God
But I
damn
guarantee
it.
it will be fixed in the sequel, to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I don't like when he says gamers we
What
hear
else?
you. It reminds me of the
What
No
other
Man's Sky
exhibits haven't
shit.
we seen yet?
Gamers, we hear you, and oh, jump circle! I don't have any jumps
You know
left.
what? Let's bring the jump circle back
I
for
don't have any
Stanley
jumps
Parable
left.
2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw
I
the jump circle.
did.
Oh, well.
Come on.
I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece.
Fuck you!
then.
Give me jumps, dickhead. Man. Oh. No screenshots. What's going on in here? What's going
Okay,
on?
I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday is so good. Hey, chat. I hope you get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted
Okay.
all along.
All right, fuck you guys.
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
All right. Fuck
Or
off.
actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
I want the bucket. I want my reassurance bucket. Where the bucket at? I was gonna go the other
A
way, but
common
now I want the
complaint
bucket.
of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic
Oh,
sense of
no bucket here.
reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
I
You
can't
see,
carry
Stanley,
shit.
anytime
I've got
you're
arms.
holding the bucket,
Or legs.
a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket,
Can I carry
the
it?
many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, It's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Can I actually pick it up?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just
more
holding it
charismatic
has
with my
made you the
bucket.
slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Ooh, I'm
The
even more
benefits of the
attractive.
bucket seem to go
Didn't know that was
on and on,
possible.
don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Alright, I got my bucket. See you folks later. Thank you. Alright, I got my
Does
anxiety
anyone give
bucket.
out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
This is a very enjoyable bucket. Honestly, I just like holding things. Does anyone else feel that way? I have like this thing where I just constantly like hold objects. This is probably why I hold my dog so much. I just find it very soothing. As somebody who like, I don't know. It's not even that I fidget. I don't really fidget though. I know there's a lot of people who do fidget. I don't really do that. I just hold objects. I think that's the reason why when I used to like work outside of like streaming and stuff, I used to constantly bring like a coffee cup everywhere. It was because at least I'm holding holding something. It's a shiny. It's a shiny.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley
Shiny.
Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Yay! I got one! Collect them all. You can find them. You can find them.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely.
Oh, they're giving me achievements!
tragic.
I thought I had my achievements things turned off, so I can't see it. I think they just did that in game. So I'm pretty sure I turned my achievements thing off because I always find that annoying. Because I'm not really an achievement hunter. I kind of just do what I want to do. And people get really fixated on that stuff, so I just turn it off when I stream. Because, like, I don't know. I just do what I want. Yeah. I don't really think too much about it, you know? Listen, I came back with a lot more confidence because I have my reassurance bucket. You will pull. Alright, well, you know what? Maybe my confidence is... Alright, well, you know what? Alright. My bad. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, blocked off. Never mind. My screen is really dark. It's probably a lot lighter for you guys. Because I have, like, my monitor's, like, in a fucking cringe gamer setting. Where the contrast is higher, so it's, like, a little bit darker for me. So it probably looked, like, obvious that there was something there, but I couldn't see it. It also happens for horror games, too, where, like, it looks better for you guys, and I'm just there being like, huh? What happened? I don't know. Oh!
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can fall until the end of the time if you over video games.
Do you want me to just jump down? I feel like that's a silly thing to do. You said it's infinite. I mean, I'm just gonna be... Oh. Is it good now? Audio good now? Are we good? Yays in the chat if we're good. Yays in the chat if we're good. Yeah, okay, we've got nods. We're good. We're good. Okay, cool. Alright. I think I'm gonna go in. I mean, it's infinite. I'm just gonna keep falling.
Wonderful. One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I
Okay,
do say
well, I guess
so.
this is the rest of the stream.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh, fuck that. This is me now.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
It was really cool.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the
Oh,
hole.
wow, you're a fucking
Is
liar.
it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
I actually
I don't want
overcame my
anyone to
fear of
say
heights.
that it isn't
for
an
like 3
astonishingly
years ago.
deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one
Usually pretty bad
perspective,
before. I'm
the
chilling.
infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay,
It's just a
well,
bunch of
good for
cigarette
you.
butts
You found
on
the
here.
bottom of the hole. You
No
found me
mug.
out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
Me!
I
I
figured
do.
the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I'm not the problem!
Look, things got a little heated.
I mean, they did get
there. I
heated.
think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite?
If it's mostly infinite, it's
If
not
that works
infinite.
For you, then go ahead and press the teleport
It
button
doesn't work for
to
me. It
walk
is
up
not
to the
true.
top of the hole, and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
No. It's not mostly infinite. I will not compromise that. No. No. That doesn't make sense. I have to give up my scruples, what I believe in, just to please him? Sounds like a relationship. Am I right? Dap me up, chat. Just conceding points because you're just like, eh. Is it worth it to debate it? Not really. Alright, you get that one. That's fine. Listen, when you're in a long-term relationship, you get it, okay? Some people would be like, no, stick to what you believe. Your partner should accept it. Yeah, man. They will for shit that's important. Okay? If you're talking about, like, who left the toast in the toaster because they accidentally made 2 instead of 1 because they were half asleep, it's just not deep, okay? No one gives a fuck. Just move on. We got other things to worry about here. You know? So, yep. Yep. Gotta pick your battles wisely. Alright, let's go back up. I'll concede this one. I'm in a relationship with this narrator. Stanley's in a relationship with this narrator.
Great. Now,
There you go, buddy.
I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas. Oh, for heaven. I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
I like your holes.
Normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
What, fetish?
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to
It
you
was.
this
The holes-
time?
the
I
light's
couldn't help
actually
but feel
larger
like
now.
You spent a little
Check
less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't
Wait,
think it was
if I just
that
keep doing this, will it
non-infinite.
close?
Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Oh, yeah,
If
this is definitely...
starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm
Oh my
starting
God,
to
we could
become
probably fill the
extremely
hole.
certain that the hole is
Oh,
only
no.
not infinite,
No.
but that
No.
it's growing
Okay,
steadily
a lot of the
less
time I
and
mean
less
to make
infinite.
sexual jokes.
I suspect
That
I'm
one I
starting to hit the
actually
point
didn't.
Where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep,
Wait.
even by the lax overall standards. for
Normally it's
accountability and
intentional.
marketing.
That was actually not.
Yeah. Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the
Oh,
hole's
hell
length.
no.
Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the
I
top,
literally
and
said
we'll see if it
earlier,
gets
I
any
want to
shorter.
fill your holes to the narrator. But I didn't realize when I said it towards this hole. Like, god Damn.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. How is this still appealing to you?
It make me happy.
I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
Yeah, it's not working.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
I think this motherfucker just broke up with me. Did that motherfucker just break up with me? That's... Y'all hear that? Hey, Bucket, can I put you down, buddy? Bucket! Reassurance, Bucket! Can I use you to jump up or something? Okay, nope. Not as cool. Oh, it's going down? Baby, are you down, 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 na, 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 na. See, this, you gotta believe in the reassurance bucket, bruh. Let's look up. What's up with y'all? How you doing? How you living? Y'all look cute today. Mwah, little forehead smooch. Reassurance bucket. Reassurance bucket. It's a reassurance bucket. Bucket, bucket, bucket. Wucky, wucky. Bucket, bucket, bucket. I'm a bucket, bucket. I'm a bucket, 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 bucket. I'm a reassurance bucket, bucket. Bucket, 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 bucket. A bucket, bucket. A reassurance bucket, bucket. Bucket, bucket, bucket. Bucket, bucket, bucket. Buck, buck. Bucket, bucket. Bucket, bucket, wicket, bucket. Oh shit! Oh, it's cinematic. Oh, damn. Oh. 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 A bucket. 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 It's doggles! It's just dogs! Hi! It's just babies! Hi, babies! Hi! Baby's eating lunch. Nom, 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 nom. Baby's eating lunch. Nom, 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 nom. That's a lot of food for little tiny pups. All because they're sharing their bowls. Hey, your babies. Bring me back to the puppies. Change yourself? Oh, damn. No, Stanley, no. Oh, Stanley, yes. JoJo's vibes. Yes, Stanley. Work it, bitch. Yes, Stanley. We look like we're drawn by like Oingo boingo, bruh. That's crazy. Oh. Now he's with error. That's me now.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley.
It was all a
because
dream.
this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
But
So
the dogs.
how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
You could say
And I'm
this
looking
hole is
forward to
kind
all
of
it.
holy.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
I got my reassurance bucket. I'm chilling. Y'all got that. I'm chilling. I got no concerns. Reassurance bucket got me. The moment that bucket's gone, I end the game. I got no other confidence in me. That's cool. I
Here we
like that one.
are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, we did the button stuff already. Okay, we did infinite hole as well. Easy achievement exits. What's up here? Settings and what? Settings world champion? What? Let's go check out the exit, I guess. I don't know. There's probably like a million other things to do. I know people will be upset that I didn't do every option, but you know what? I'm just having a good time. I'm not really a completionist when I play games. I just kind of do it how I would play as the character. You feel me? I'm not really, I don't really think too deep about shit. I'm just like, eh. Oh, I can't really go past there, huh? Oh, the exit's up there. Oh, I can just go around the rope. Exit. I know there's a lot of people who are completionists. I think that's cool too.
All
I think
right.
everyone just has different styles
Have
of
you
way
seen
they play
everything you
games.
wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Oh, it's eerie. Kinda creepy. Alright. New mug. Oh, a
So,
hole!
Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's
Let me
going
in
to
the hole!
work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an
Well, yeah.
experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay,
Oh.
never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different
It's not good.
arrangement. Okay, yes.
Oh, God.
This is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Mm-mm. Feel bad about it. Feel bad about
Who am I
it.
kidding,
Mm-mm.
Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Bucket! Oh.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
Yeah,
I wanted
fair.
fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They
True.
would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
True?
Wait, maybe that's it.
What do you mean?
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care
Ultra
for the vision
Deluxe.
and integrity of the
You
original
can
game.
ultra deluxe it.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Ultra
a
Deluxe.
title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Settings? Alright, that's cute. That's cute.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company.
Oh, ain't no fucking. Oh, they
All
added
of
the
his coworkers were
changes!
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
They
missed
added
a
the
memo.
balloon changes!
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up.
Where's the
Why
bucket?
was he not doing it?
Oh my god!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yeah, bucket. Listen, I have important matters to attend
Stanley
to.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I have important matters to attend to.
Still no one was here.
My broom closet.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where... Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No!
I can really feel it now. It's a
My
bucket.
bucket.
It belongs in a broom closet.
No.
That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's
No.
supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
No!
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the
That's
bucket.
my fucking
I
bucket.
know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty
I don't
insults
like the way it
simply in order
insults
to
me.
get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well,
No.
I never.
This is my
Go on,
reassurance
Stanley.
bucket!
Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
The bucket
Go
and I
through
went
each
down
of
a
them
hole
point by
together.
point.
And we
Share
saw
your journal
puppies
entries
in our
detailing the rich
dreams and our
emotional
life.
landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years.
Yeah,
Let him have it.
I love my bucket. That's all I have. I love my bucket. We've been through thick or thin. We've been through
Okay,
everything.
I got you
Oh.
something which I think will help settle this debate
Oh.
once and for all.
Okay.
Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion.
That's right, it's property
Take
of
a
Stanley,
hike,
bitch.
broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Sick. Dap me up, broom closet. Aight. Later, G.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see?
Nice.
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Kind of weird that it
That
underlaps,
way,
though.
if you're
to the
ever
first sticker.
unsure whether
Did
the
it
thing
overlap?
you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket."
It's a bucket.
There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
I want to read another sticker. Oh, wait. Pray for another sticker.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment.
Yeah,
and
what
to
the
be
hell?
honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
All right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
That's true.
It would be
The
with
bucket
him
is soothing.
always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
Inseparable, me and my
At
bucket.
this point,
me and
Stanley
my
was so
bucket,
absorbed
wucky,
in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh shit.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket guides me. It's my newfound religion. Oh shit, what up?
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Honestly,
You can't
it's
buy
satisfying.
that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Yay! I got one. It doesn't matter, but I got it.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
Bucket's here for me.
Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine. Bucket,
Stanley and the
bucket.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this
The
hall,
bucket will save
Stanley
me.
and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Nope, I will be fine. I have my bucket. It gives me reassurance.
The
I
door
have my
behind
bucket.
them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around.
My bucket and
get
I are
back
pole
on track.
dancing. Shake that ass. Shake that ass. Shake that ass. In get. Okay.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward
Yep.
into a very painful death.
We're
for
not gonna
each
die.
of them.
We have bucket. We have bucket. Bucket. Hee Bucket. I'm fine. I have my reassurance bucket. I'm fine.
As the
have
machine
no
whirred into
concerns.
motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Nope.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Nope.
This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Nope.
Farewell, Stanley.
I have no regrets. I love my bucket.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Bucket John. Bucket John. Dajobu.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
It did.
It was a glorious bucket to
I don't
behold.
have my bucket anymore. He's dead. He's dead. He's my baby. My baby is dead. I don't want to
Can
live.
you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
I'm an
Can you see
arrogant.
the hubris that blinded him?
My
Can you see
hubris.
that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Oh, the bucket. The bucket. Oh. The bucket. The bucket.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I kneel before the bucket. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Let me fall. Let me go. Let me hold my bucket once more.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I,
Yeah.
that will right this terrible wrong.
My bucket.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game.
Let me
Don't
die.
give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their
Let me
treatment as
die.
tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket should
Okay.
take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
I deserve death. I hurt the bucket. That's it. Okay. I think that's a great place to leave off, to be honest. I know there's like so much more content I could do. But that's like almost 3 hours. And that dramatic ending kind of felt perfect. So, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you guys later, YouTube. For those of you guys over on the... who haven't checked out the Twitch channel, you definitely should. It's Aliciaxlife on Twitch. This is Aliciaxdeath you're watching here on YouTube. Reason being is I have 2 channels. So, Aliciaxlife on Twitch, Aliciaxdeath here on YouTube. I'll catch you later. Bye!